Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. Also, welcome to Gemini season. But as always, my readings are going to be very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything you have going on this month. Also, if you have not done so already, Gemini, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and healing note as well. But again, Gemini, going back to column number 1, let's take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the summary affirmation card of I am destined. And this is pretty literal. I mean, there was something that was destined to happen these last few weeks. Whether it was right, wrong, or indifferent, it was going to happen no matter what, Gemini. But let's take a look and see what other cards we have coming in. Hopefully it was positive, something that was destined to happen. But sometimes, like I said, things happen no matter what we do. But let's see here. So first up we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communication card. I think there's something maybe you wish you communicated a little bit differently or had communicated a little bit more thorough. It wasn't awful, but it's like you kind of look back at it, maybe it's not exactly what you wanted it to be. This is also a very self-sufficient card, so I see a lot of you taking action for you, Gemini, these last few weeks or month. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of going within for clarity. This light inside the lantern is the light inside of you, Gemini. This is about doing what feels good at your core, spiritual illumination, it's being on your own path. So there could have been kind of some soul searching, some checking in with yourself, figuring out where we want to go, who we want to be. And at the bottom here we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is some sort of new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. There is some sort of new opportunity here. I'm not sure if you're taking on a new project, new hobby, something new. It does feel connected to this communication, but again, I don't know that this communication is really going to matter a lot going forward. But let's take a look and see what other cards we have here. First up, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. This is wanting something we don't have currently. Again, I think we wish we would have done that communication just a tiny bit differently, Gemini. But with the Four of Pentacles also, oddly enough, whatever this new thing is, it doesn't look like what you want, what you think you want, but I think it is going to take you there. So whatever this new opportunity is, again, it's not what you pictured, but I think it's going to get you to this thing that you want. So it's nice to see. I know that's a weird connection there, but it's like at face value, you're like, I don't know if I really want that, but I do think it'll end up being fulfilling that long-term desire. Hermit on top of the Hermit. I always like when this happens. It's kind of like the universe saying, I said what I meant. I meant what I said. It's a very clear message. So again, getting some clarity within, figuring out what we truly want, what path we want to go on, who we want to be, where we want to go. So some good soul searching these last few weeks, making sure we're on course. Again, that desire is pretty clear now too, thanks to those Hermit cards. And then at the bottom here we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a super generous card. It's a card of giving or receiving. Again, you're going to receive from this new opportunity things that you didn't imagine could be possible. Again, at face value, it doesn't look like it's maybe what you want, Gemini, but I think it actually is. So you're destined to get what you want, which I love. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for June. Any key events to call out? We have the card I Am Free. I haven't seen this one in forever and I love it. There's some flexibility and freedom coming into June for you, Gemini, and you haven't had it. So it's nice to see this. Might be the first time this year that you can really take a step back, take a breather, take it all in. Again, there's some flexibility, there's some freedom, there's some free time coming in June for you. So I love all of that. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card, typically a love card. It's very romantic. It's very partnership, proposal, marriage-like. It does seem like there's going to be a real solid love movement this month for you as well, Gemini. Maybe a new relationship, new friendship, new animal, advancement of relationship, maybe just really high times in your current relationship if you're in one. The love, it feels nice and strong this month for you. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is completing a goal, completing a lesson. It's interesting because as I say this, I feel like I'm getting ready to go into busy season, and this card is saying busy season's kind of over. Again, the flexibility, the freedom's coming in, and it feels so good. Like there will be downtime and quiet time. And again, flexibility to do what you want, Gemini. So again, busy season's coming to an end, even though in my brain it's like, no, busy season is just here. So again, this is busy season coming full circle, wrapping up and coming to a close. So interesting message there. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. It can be bumps in the road. But another meaning of the Five of Wands is a card of sport. It's like getting outside, being active, enjoying, getting to play, do things you like. So again, there's a lot of flexibility and freedom, and it's like we'll actually be outside enjoying the things we want or be doing the hobbies you want to do, which is so cool to see here, Gemini. Let's see what other messages we have. First up, we have the excuse me. First up, we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of overdoing any one thing. This can be like addiction, greed, envy, materialism, obsession. What I'm hearing is like you just overcame something with this relationship, and that's what's giving us this kind of sense of bliss, this strong, happy, healthy relationship. I'm not sure exactly what this was, what this ailment was for some of you, but this relationship just overcame it, and now we're in a really, really good place, so that's nice to see. The next card we have is the Knight of Swords. You can take a look at this card. Both the horse and rider are moving very quickly on the Knight of Swords card, Gemini. So again, this freedom, this flexibility is coming in hot. Busy season's coming to an end and slowing down for sure, which is nice to see. At the bottom here, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card that's always favorable for you, Gemini. This is a card of clarity. This is a card of life's purpose. Again, this is like being able to actually do things you enjoy. So I like that. Again, it might be the first time this year that you're feeling that, but you're feeling it. Okay, moving on to our next column now. We're going to talk about money. Starting out with a quick money message. This one happens to be an affirmation. It says, I allow my money to work for me. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Gemini. Let's see what we're working with. First up, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has two wildly different meanings, and I think both apply. I'm asking which one it is, Gemini, and I'm hearing both. So let me give you the rundown of both. First off, the Four of Cups is a card of apathy or feeling like there's a lack of fulfillment. So I feel like you're kind of doing the damn thing, but you don't like love it. So you're going through it, you're going through the motions. It's fine, but I don't know that you're like thriving or feeling super fulfilled with your current work situation, Gemini. The other message here is this Fourth Cup, and the Fourth Cup is a surprise gift. So I do think you are going to get some sort of gift. Maybe this is a spot bonus. Maybe they send you a birthday gift. Something along those lines, Gemini. I do see you getting a surprise gift this month connected into your career or work. But in terms of work, I feel like you're kind of feeling meh about it right now. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card A new job, raise, promotion, some sort of money news. That very well could be that surprise gift too, but it does seem like there's some shift. I don't know that you'll be leaving the company, but maybe this is advancement in your current company. And again, it does feel more money related versus career advancement, although it could be both. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a transition. Maybe that's why you're feeling kind of meh. Maybe there's been some sort of reorganization or projects are changing up, but it's kind of like you're in a transition period and you don't know what's on the other side, Gemini. Hopefully we can give some more clarity and detail there. But I do see us going through a transition period. Also, the Six of Swords could be a moving or relocating card. I feel like there could be some work travel going on too. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of lots of different things going on. I feel like there's a lot of things happening and you're just not really interested in any of them. Again, you're feeling kind of lack of fulfillment. You're feeling kind of non-committal. You're just kind of there floating along for now, Gemini, is the feeling I'm getting here. The next card that we have is the Death card. The Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate there are changes. There are endings coming. There's a new beginning here, so I'm not surprised to see an endings card. But there's change and there's transformation happening. So things are shuffling around. We saw that with the Six of Swords, that change was coming. So now you're just kind of floating along, taking things as they are, but we're not really like passionate or super connected to any of them. With the Four of Cups here at the bottom, so repeat Four of Cups. We have the fourth cup here at the top, which is again that surprise gift. I think it's going to be money, but it could be again a birthday gift or some other sort of gift. But with the Page of Pentacles, I think it's going to be money related. I do like this though, because I think as we transition, there will be more fulfillment. There will be less of that feeling of apathy. So I think this transition that's happening will be more engaging. I'm not going to say you're like head over heels in love with it, but I think you'll be more interested. So it seems like you're heading forward in a positive direction as there's things changing and shuffling around. Okay, now let's take a look at our fourth column, which is our love column. So love message to start off with. It says, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you think about when you think about love, Gemini. First up, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, again, is that giving or receiving card, super generous. I feel like you are on the receiving end this month, Gemini, but in a good way. So receiving from career, but I also see you receiving from friends and family. This could be tied to your birthday, but I just see you being like spoiled, which is wonderful. I love that. So again, receiving and very generously receiving. The next card that we have is the Lovers card. We love the Lovers card in the love column. This is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. If you're single and seeking a relationship, this is a great card for you. If you're in an existing relationship, this is a good card for you. But you're really like being loved and being spoiled this month, Gemini. And the bottom card here we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, this is giving off like kind of feisty, playful energy. I'm not sure if there's like some fun event planned, but if you feel like you're like being feisty and out having fun doing something. So again, not sure if that's connected to your birthday also, but there's like an event I feel like that you really will be enjoying here. Let's take a look now at our clarifiers though. First up, we have our Eight of Cups. Our Eight of Cups is like going from good to better. I feel like you have a good life, and like I said, you'll really be spoiled this month, Gemini, so I love that. It's like advancement, it's growth. That could be speaking to the relationship too. You see there's the Eight of Cups here stacked, and yet the person is still walking away. It's that advancement, it's that progress, the progression. But again, I feel like life is typically good for you, but you'll really be spoiled this month. The next card we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Lovers card are such a good pairing. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming, knight in shining armor. This is like the ideal the perfect. So again, if you're hoping to enter into a relationship, this is a good one for you. Or if you're in an existing relationship, really speaking to the strength of that card. Or the strength of that relationship, I'm sorry. The next card we have, our last clarifier here, is the Magician. The Magician is a card of turning visions into reality, getting something that you want. Again, I feel like this event, you're super excited, you're out being feisty, you're out having tons of fun. I think it's something you wanted to do, which definitely helps. Maybe this is like a vacation or a dinner spot, but it's something you wanted to do and it came to fruition, which is really cool to see there as well. Okay, Gemini, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We are going to we have the summary affirmation card of I am gifted. This is a good reminder because sometimes I think we forget how talented we are and what unique skills we each have. And when I see the I am gifted card, it's a reminder of how gifted you are, but it's also a reminder to use those talents. So I think you will kind of get tapped or nudged sometime this month where you can use those talents, Gemini. Let's see though what messages we have. So first up, we have the Knight of Wands. Anytime I see the Knight of Wands, this card like screams freedom. This is freedom. This is flexibility. This is creativity. So being able to have that flexibility, freedom, creativity, those words have come up for a lot for you this reading. But again, I think you're going to be put in the position where you have the freedom, you have the ability to take charge, you have a strong influence here. It's almost like they're like, okay, take it over and do what you need to do with it, Gemini. You take the lead, you have the freedom to do what you want. The next card we have is the Death card. We did talk about the Death card earlier. It does not mean death, but there are changes, transformation, things are moving and shifting around, but you're going to have more power in this place. You're going to have more flexibility, more freedom. You're going to be able to use your strengths, your skills, your talents, your gifts in your favor, which is nice to see. And then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. This is an interesting one, Gemini. I feel like even though you have the ability, the creativity, the flexibility, I just don't know that you're still super fulfilled feeling or super committed here. Maybe this is the energy that's shifting. Let's see what our clarifiers say here. Okay. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. Again, you have the flexibility, the freedom, like they're turning you loose with this, Gemini, to do what you want to do, make it into what you want it to be. So very empowered, again, being able to use your gifts, your skills, your talents. The next card we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant's very traditional, very conventional. This is kind of a shakeup. Again, we're moving things around. Things are shuffling around. Things are being reordered, rearranged. So it's breaking up the convention. It's breaking up the tradition. It's breaking up what it was before. So that's kind of all part of that transformation. At the bottom here, I just don't know that you're still fully bought into whatever this situation is. I think it's going to get better though, so it'll be more committal than it was before. We talked about we were kind of on the fence earlier. This is like some renewal. This is some hope. Again, I don't know that it's fully what you love, Gemini, but this is going to be good steps in the right direction in terms of wanting to commit, wanting to be vested, just because you're really going to be able to use your skills and talents here. Okay. Now let's take a look at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Jack of Clubs. This is number 45 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 9 of Diamonds. This is number 39 card. That's a yes. So 3 yeses across the board there for you, Gemini. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. You have citrine, which is good for new lease on life, self-worth, new joy for life, courage to follow new paths. Citrine is also really good for money. So if you are looking for some money, citrine's a good money crystal for you too. And last but not least, we're going to pull a healing note. Gemini, your healing note says, at the end of the day, all you need is hope and strength. Hope it will get better and strength to hold on until it does. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I also did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday if it hasn't happened yet already. Enjoy Gemini season and enjoy June.